Yashandasam Rishabo Vishwarupaham Chandabhyadhyamrita Sambhavubam Samendro Medhaya Sprinatu Amritasya Deva Dharano Bhuyasam Shariram Me Vicharshanam Jivha Me Madhumattamam Karna Abhyam Bhuri Vishravam Brahmana Koshosi Medhaya Pihitam Shrutang Me Gopayam from Taittiriya Upanishad. May Om, who is the foremost of the Vedic hymns, who assumes all forms, who has sprung from the immortal hymns of the Vedas, may that Lord cheer me with wisdom. O God, may I be possessor of immortality. May my body be competent to acquire the self-knowledge. May my tongue be exceedingly sweet. May I hear abundantly with my ears. Thou art the she, the Brahman, concealed by worldly intelligence. Guard me, what I have learned. Protect me, illumine my heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. This morning our subject is what Vedanta means to me. You are listening Vedanta for many, many years. Still Vedanta is new because it is infinite. What Vedanta means? Vedanta is a philosophy. Do you know what philosophy means? Darshan in Sanskrit. That means to see. What do you see? What do you see? I see man, woman, trees, plants, universe, car. I see whole world. That is wrong. You have disease. What do you mean? That is correct. If you see two moons, what does it mean? Double vision. If you see when you are driving, two cars are coming towards you, what does it mean? Double vision. Problem of your eyes, you see two. Go to the eye doctor, ophthalmologist. Fix your eye. That Vedanta says. All these things you see because your visions are not right. What do you mean? I have good eyes, 20/20, and you say my eyes are not bad, not good. Not good. Very amazing philosophy. Double vision. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Yatra dvaitameva bhavati taditaraitaram pashyati taditaraitaram jigrati taditaram shinvati taditaram itaram manute taditaraitaram mannita. What a beautiful mantra. When there are two, you see others, you hear others, you smell others, you think of others when there are two. when sarvamatmaiva abu tatkena kam pashyat, tatkena kam jigret, tatkena kam mannita. When we experience that Atman, who sees, who hears, who smells, all merges. What happens then? Saesha neti neti atma agrijjo naigrijjati ashirjo naishirjati asango na sajjati asito na bhatate na rishyati. That happens. When we have experienced that Atman, all becomes one. Tukun, who will grasp what? There is nothing to grasp. Ashirjo naishirjate, it does not decay. It is not attached. It is not bound. It never suffers. It has no pain. That is our true nature. So this Vedanta philosophy will tell you, teach you what is your true nature and how to go back to your own home. How you can regain your lost empire. You are a prince, but you are behaving like a beggar. That Vedanta teaches. To me, Vedanta is just like my mother. Upanishad says, Bharada Vedo Mata. Mata, Ma. These Vedas, Vedanta. Bharada gives one. Who is your teacher? Mother. The first teacher. She teaches how to eat, how to speak, how to walk, how to learn toilet. Everything that woman teaches. That woman, my mother, she teaches. Then you might have many teachers, doesn't matter. But mother is the original, first teacher. So when you have a convocation in the Vedic period, first mantra, Matri Deva Bhava, Piti Deva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, Utiti Deva Bhava. First mantra comes with mother. Adore your mother as God. Adore your father as God. Adore your teacher as God. Adore your guest as God. That is the Vedic teaching. That lesson we get from the very beginning of our life. That is Vedanta. Some Indian mothers may not have gone to school, but they know Ramayana, Mahabharata, morality, ethics, extremely practical. They teach their children. They do not give an iPhone to the child from the very beginning. Let the iPhone be your teacher. No way. It does not work. The Guru says, Sarvam khallu idam brahma tat jalan iti shantam upashita. All these things you see is pervaded with that cosmic consciousness, Brahma. From that Brahman, this whole creation evolves, stays and dissolves. Upashita. Meditate on that Brahman. That Vedanta teaches. Vedanta is our life, it is our chief teacher. It tells us where do I come from, I shall go after life. It tells me what in this world we live in, who am I. It tells my duty. It teaches me the law of karma. It tells me what is bondage, what is liberation. It tells me how to lead an ideal life. Ishavaisamidam sarvam. Try to see God in everything. God pervades in everything. Have faith in that. And enjoy this world through non-attachment. And do not covet other things. Everything belongs to God. Try to live life like this 100 years. If you have this kind of attitude, the karma will never bind you. We are all bound by karma. It teaches us how to attain janma safalyam, fulfillment in life. Everybody is looking fulfillment in life. So that in old age I see I had a full life. I did very well. My journey was very fruitful. That Vedanta teaches. It explains the mystery of life and death, bondage and liberation. It teaches me how to fight. Life means a struggle. The moment we come out from the womb of our mother, we throw our hands and feet. Perhaps you noticed it. The baby shakes hands and feet first. That means she declared war, he or she declared war. War begins the moment we enter into this world. Fight, struggle, struggle, struggle. That is called life. Two persons do not struggle. The dead, he has no struggle. An illumined soul has no struggle. In between, all of us, we must struggle. Struggle, struggle. Struggle is life. Vedanta teaches how to struggle. If you read Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Ma manushmara juddha cha, think of me and then fight. Then you will never lose the battle. But we forgot the word, forgot the Lord. That is our problem. Don't yield to unmanliness. O Arjuna, Kalibhyam Ashmagama Partha, it does not befit you. Cowardice, unmanly, no way. Rise, awake, fight. That Krishna says. One of our Swamis used to say, Krishna's message was followed by the Westerners. Arise, fight. And Jesus' message was listened by the Indians. If anybody slaps on your right cheek, turn to your left. Ahimsa. Fight. And don't yield to depression. Some people are down, depressed. Our Holy Mother's disciple, Swami Chetanananda, he died in 1998, 96, in Portland, Oregon. That one brahmachari went to him and Swami, I have a little problem. Problem? Go pray to the mother. Swami, I'm a little depressed. Depressed? Get used to it. Get used to it. Depressed. So depression comes, but in the Gita, there's a beautiful mantra. Uddharet atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaivai atmana bandhu atmaivai ripuratmana. Raise yourself by yourself. You are your friend, you are your enemy. Your disciplined mind is your friend. Your indisciplined mind is your enemy. Don't yield to depression. Misery, happiness, all those things will come for bear. There is one complaint against Vedanta, that it does not encourage worldly enjoyment. This Vedanta is a Manon Shastra and Vichar Shastra. I'm talking about philosophy. Vichar. It will make your mind sharp so that you can discriminate what is right, what is wrong. Most people are confused. We do not know what is right, what is wrong. But you know, Swami Vivekananda gave a beautiful illustration. Friends, the thing which will make you strong, that is right. The thing which will make you weak, that is wrong. It's a beautiful definition of right and wrong. Sometimes we cannot decide what is right, what is wrong. When you do right, your inner mind says you did right. When you do wrong, you know that I did wrong. You are your own judge. एके बोले विचार शास्त्र, मनन शास्त्र, reflect, learn how to reflect. How to reflect, do you know? Let me give an example. Same object can create three things in human mind. Here is a beautiful woman. She gives happiness to her husband. Shook. The person, perhaps another woman, does not look good. She is jealous of that woman. And she gets misery because she is ugly. And the lustful man wants that woman not getting, so she gets deluded, confused. Mohagrasta, Vishad, unfulfilled desires, depressed. Just see, one object creating three feelings of three persons. This is called Manon Shastra. How to reflect human mind. Very interesting, this Vedanta. Anyhow, Vedas is the practice, is the basic scripture of the Hindus, but its teachings are universal. The Vedas are, I'm just giving a just brief synopsis what Vedanta means. Each Veda has 4 parts. There are 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharva Veda. Each Veda has 4 parts: Sanghita, hymns, prayer; Brahmana, rituals, sacrifice; Aranyaka, forest teachings, meditation. All those things are there. 4th, Upanishad, the philosophical part of the Vedas. That is our subject matter. Vedanta. It says the end of the Vedas, or the essence of the Vedas, or the age of the Vedas. There are many interpretations are there. So if you want to learn Vedanta, first you will have to be a good student. You need qualification. 4. First, Adau Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka. In the first, you must learn what is real, what is unreal. Second, Iha Mutrafolo Bhoga Viraga. It will teach you this world, worldly enjoyment and heavenly enjoyment. I do not want. I want the Atman. If you are involved with the enjoyment, your mind will not go to the self, the Atman. Third, Samadhamadi Shatka Sampatti, Samadhama Uparati Titiksha Samadhan Shraddha. Disciplines. control of the mind, control of the senses, forbearance, self-sufficiency, then and titiksha, samadhana, shraddha, faith. These are the 6 disciplines you must practice. 4th, mumukshuttam, a burning desire for liberation. If you have these 4, then you are a student of Vedanta. What is the subject matter of this Vedanta philosophy? Jiva Brahmaikam. You are Brahman. This individual Atman and the cosmic, individual consciousness, cosmic consciousness, be united. That is the subject matter. You are Atman, you are Brahman, you are infinite. But you are thinking, I am bound, I am a Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. That's Swami just telling. Madam, it is a mistake that you think that you are a woman and you are an American. You are that Atman. You are that infinite. That Vedanta teaches. What is the goal? What is the provision, necessity of this Vedanta philosophy? Ajnana nivrittihi paramananda praptihi. Bas. Removal of the ignorance and attainment of the supreme bliss. That is the goal of Vedanta philosophy. Vedanta will force you into the realm of bliss, and bliss alone. That is the goal of you. You did not come to this world to have misery. That Vedanta. But we are happy with momentary bliss. We do not want permanent bliss. That is our problem. I remember a story, very interesting story. Some people invited a Vedanta teacher, and the teacher came and asked the audience, do you know what I am going to speak to you? The audience says, no. Oh, we have no background. I am not going to speak to you. He left. Next Sunday he was brought. This time they decided, half will say yes, half will say no. Do you know what I am going to speak to you? Half says yes, half says no. Those who have said yes, please tell them who said no. He left. Third time again he was brought, and this time he asked, you know what I am going to speak to you? They decided, we shall not speak at all. Keep quiet. They are all silent, they did not talk. Then the speaker says, yes, now I shall speak to you. What is Vedanta? Uposhanto vayam atma. Silence is Brahman. It's a beautiful story. This Upanishad came from Guru Parampara. Guru to disciple, Guru to disciple, Guru to disciple. If you read New Testament, you will find, they call it Rishi Vangsha, how it came. Begat, amuk begat. Christ came after 42 begat. Same Upanishad, Gautam, Bharadwaj, these are the rishis, illumined soul. How we came from those illumined souls, generation after generation. So this Brahma Vidya was in the creator, Brahma. All Vedas came from him. He gave this knowledge to his son Vasishtha. Vasishtha gave to Shakti, Shakti to Parashara, Parashara to Vyasa, Vyasa to Shukadeva, Shukadeva to Gaudapada, Gaudapada to Govindapada, Govindapada to Shankara. From Shankara came 10 sects of Vedanta monks all over India. Rishi Parampara, this Vedic knowledge, this wisdom, coming generation after generation. I just gave you a little background that Swami Vedanta, what is this? Wisdom. Vedanta teaches what is Brahman, existence, consciousness, beliefs, absolute, formless, qualityless, beyond everything. Cosmic consciousness. Abhang manusya gocharam. The mind, speech cannot express that Brahman. Then Atman, individual consciousness. You know, Swamiji, when he was traveling in the Himalayas, in in near Almora, he took bath in a lake and sat for meditation under a peepal tree. And he had that experience, which he wrote in his diary. Today I solved one of the greatest problems of my life. I experienced the microcosm and the macrocosm are built on the same pattern. What is inside me, that is outside. This little space and cosmic space. As a space, both are the same. So my individual consciousness and cosmic consciousness are the same. I am one with the infinite. That he experienced. That he wrote in his diary. On that he gave 2 lectures in Jnana Yoga, the microcosm and macrocosm. He explained what is the manifested universe, and he explained what is that inner universe. You do not remember who, you don't understand who you are. In your mind, the whole universe you are carrying. I am carrying my universe. Each individual is carrying his or her universe. Amazing. It explains what is individual being, what is this world, what is bondage, what is liberation. Swami Vivekananda defined beautifully. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity by controlling nature, external or internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control, by one or more, or philosophy, by one or more, and more, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Do you know what I mean? How will you experience this Atman? 4 yogas. Karma yoga, path of unselfish action. Bhakti yoga, path of devotion. Raja yoga, path of meditation. Jnana yoga, path of discrimination. These are the 4 ways you can attain yourself, God. That is 4 paths, 4 yogas that Vedanta teaches. There are 3 main schools of Vedanta: Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, Advaita. Madhva, who promulgated dualism, he thinks God is separate from me. I am a servant of God, pray to God. Dvaita. Vishishtadvaita, God is the whole, I am the part. Sun and its rays. Each human being is a spark of that sun, consciousness. Advaita says, I am Brahman. There are main four tenets of Vedanta. First, each soul is potentially divine, the divinity of man. Second, oneness of Godhead. Third, truth, universality of truth. Fourth, harmony of religions. I shall not explain these things. These are the main four tenets of Vedanta. Swami, tell me that how shall I practice Vedanta? As I said, you need a teacher. It's extremely important. Reading the manual, you will never be able to realize God. If you want to be a pickpocket, you need a teacher so that you can learn well how to not to be caught. And you have come to realize God, don't you need a teacher? You need a teacher. Acharyavan Purusho Veda, Upanishad says. That person only knows who has a teacher. Initiation. The Guru will teach you. First listen, the mantra. Shrutibho Shruti Vakyebho Mantavyasya Upapattihi Matvaja Satadam Dheya Ete Darshanatava. Darshana Hetava. You will get the vision of God. How? First, listen the mantra from your Guru. Then, reflect on it. What the mantra means. Then meditate on it. Then you will get the vision. This is the way. Vedanta is very practical. Don't think only theory, theory, theory. Extremely practical. Let me give a small example. I shall not go in details. One of Swamis went to a disciple of Swami Brahmananda. Swami, I want to be a monk. Really? You want to be a monk? Yes. Listen, boy. In the temple, what do you do? Puja, Naivedya, Prarthana, worship, offering food, and you pray. And in this hospital, Seva, Aushatpatha, Duti Mishti Katha. And in our hospital, first Seva, service, Aushatpatha, medicine and diet, and Duti Mishti Katha. Say a few sweet words to these people, to the patients. They are all living gods. Worship them this way. If you can reconcile these two, then join here. That is extremely practical Vedanta. When you close your eyes, you say, I am Brahman. When you open your eyes, yes, you say, thou art that. You are also Brahman. That Vedanta teaches. All religions in the world are dualistic religion. God is separate from me. Only non-dualism, Advaita Vedanta will teach you that you are that Brahman. All divinity is within you, manifestes. Christ has also said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. Realize it. There are some few complaints against Vedanta. It is dry. Brahman, Maya, Lord knows, Swami, what you say, all those words. Brahman, Maya, Jeev, Jagat, all those words. It is not dry. It talks about Satchidananda, Ananda, bliss. How can it be dry? Another says, Swami, it is difficult. Difficult, those who are lazy, they say difficult. You never tried and you say, Swami, it is difficult. Or try first. It's a coconut. You will have to break the shell, then you will get the milk and you get the kernel. You will not break the shell. Make a little effort. That is the way Vedanta works. Self-effort. Somebody came to Swami Vivekananda and editor of a magazine. What is the duty of a man? Swamiji replied, the duty of a man is not to do anything. That man was confused. What do you mean? I told you the truth. In Atman, in pure consciousness, there is no action. Action begins the moment you enter the realm of Maya, this cosmic illusion. When duality begins, action begins. So your goal that you are the Atman, experiences, there is no action there. One of our Swamis gave a very beautiful illustration. Buddhi and ego got married. Ego, ahankar, buddhi, intellect, they got married. And they are very happy married life. So one day buddhi, intellect was telling ego, you know, we are having such a nice time, why should we not share a little bit with the Atman? Then ego said, my goodness, if you rouse the Atman, do you know what will happen? You will die, I will die. When you have that knowledge, consciousness of the, when you experience the Atman, the ego and intellect dissolve, do not function. Very interesting. You will die, I will die. Don't rouse the Atman, let the Atman sleep. What is this world we live in? In Mahabharata Shanti Parvam, there is a vivid description of this world. A man was chased by a lion in the forest. He ran and ran and ran and fell in a well. And above the well, there are some creepers. He did not see that it was a well. The moment he entered, fell into the well, he grabbed the creeper and was hanging. And the lion came from the top and was watching him. It's below the well. And the bottom, there was a little water, he saw a crocodile. Crocodile was opening the mouth and lion is opening the mouth. And the man is hanging, holding the creeper. And above him there is a beehive. And some honey was dripping. And he was opening his mouth and sipping the honey. Well, that is this world. Death below, death above. But a little enjoyment we are getting, a little honey drops are coming. The way they vividly describe this world and human beings, amazing. Then Vedanta will teach you. Everything is not real. But Swami, Brahman alone is real, the world is unreal. That Shankara says. Shlakardhena prabhakshami jaduktam grunta kochivi brahmasittam jagan mitta jiva brahmaiva napara. This one verse will tell you the whole Vedanta. You will not have to read hundreds of books. Shlokardhena prabhakshami. I shall tell you in half a verse which has been enumerated by millions of books. Only half a verse, only one line. Brahma Satyam Jagun Mitha. Brahman alone is real. This world is apparent, not real. Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. These individual beings are nothing but Brahman. This is whole Vedanta. Whole Vedanta. But Swami, my headache, my stomach ache, they are not absolutely real, relative real. Vedanta admits relative and absolute. In the relative standpoint, do you know what is happening? You are seeing, enjoying this world through the senses in waking state. Jagrata. Now we are in a Jagrata stage. Then dream stage. At that time you are not perceiving the world through the senses. You are perceiving the world through the mind. Dream, mind. Next, deep sleep. No senses, no mind. We go into cosmic ignorance. Then we come back from sleep, again the world appears. The whole world is in the mind. So Vedanta says, Manaspandanam eva jagat, this world is nothing but the projection of the mind. In deep sleep, your wife, your husband, your car, your home, all disappear. Nothing exists. But do you know, blessed is our sleep. If there is no sleep, do you know what will happen? If all the time, if you carry the world in your mind, you will be dead. You need rest. If an airplane flies all the time, there will be fatigue in the mechanism. The plane will crash. When the plane comes, they give a long distance flight, they give sufficient rest to the machine, to the engine. A body also needs rest. That sleep, deep sleep, saves us. If you do not get sleep 3 days, you will be crazy. You will take a handful of sleeping medicine. That is the way it works. This human body is really something. What will Vedanta says, what will you depart, when you will depart from the world, what will go with you? 3 things will go with you. No money, no wife, no children, no home, no car. Vidya, karma, purva, prigya. Your wisdom, knowledge, which you have gathered, they will go with you. Karma, good and bad, they will go with you. Purva, prigya, your previous life samskaras, they will go with you. And everybody wants to do good to the world, no doubt. But one of my teachers told me, it's Jagat Kukure Lej. The world is a tail of a curly tail of a dog. The first aphorism, the world is a curly tail, world dog's curly tail. Second, we are going to straighten out. Third, we shall definitely fail. Fourth, while trying to do so, we will be straightened out. That is the way it works. This world, Buddha, Christ, Ramakrishna, all great teachers came. Could they do anything in this world? Could they do any permanent solution of this world? No way. To me, this world is a stage. We are all acting different roles. That's all. If you act well, you will be happy. If you do not act well, you will be unhappy. Try to see this way. You go to the movie house. The projector is in the back, big screen. Fire! torrential rain, murder. You go and touch the screen was not burnt, the screen is not wet. The screen is there as it is. That screen is Brahman. The projector is buddhi, your intellect. And the real film is all of your desires, actions. And the electric light, Maya. This Maya is continuously projecting on the screen. And you will love to see the movie. That movie is going on all the time in your mind, in my mind. But the screen has no change. The screen remains in the movie house all the time, same, no change. All change is coming in the projection. Buddhi, mind. I remember in 1950s I went to see P.C. Sarkar's magic. He is the greatest magician in the world. I still remember New Empire Theatre in Chowrongi. He was showing. He put a girl in a box and he's showing a chainsaw, how sharp it is. He cut the wood. Then he cut the whole box. We thought that girl is cut into 2 pieces. Within 5 minutes, the girl came from the back of the row of the audience. Hi, I am here. We know very well that girl will not be cut, but we paid 50 rupees to see that show. That is called Maya. It never happened, but I paid 50 rupees to get the ticket. Very interesting. Who am I? Vedanta tells us, you are the Atman. In Nirvana Satakama Shankaras, I am neither Devaji, nor the minds, nor the senses. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. I am Shiva, I am Shiva, I am Brahman. A Atman is free from sin. Apahata Papma, Bijaro, no old age. Bimritu, no death. Bishoka, no grief. No hunger, no thirst. That is yourself, your Atman. Experience it. In Manjukya Upanishad, the Atman, the real nature of human being is neither a waker nor a dreamer, sleeper nor sleeper, not unconscious. The self is invisible, not transactable, not graspable, cannot be inferred beyond thought, language. It is the essence of I-ness, I-sense in 3 states. The quiescence of the universe. It is peace itself, bliss itself, and non-dual, and thought to be the 4th. This is the self. Anyhow, this is the way they define Atman. Sometimes we say that I am the Atman, but sometimes, you know what, we forget. One of our Swamis told a very funny story. In Haridwar, in foothills of the Himalayas, there is a Ramlila, a show on the life of Rama. Dance drama, singing and dancing. Ramlila. So in that show, the Ravana was sick. So the director said, I'll have to cancel it. People said, my goodness, tickets are sold, you cannot cancel it, what is wrong? Well, my Ravana is said, well, we shall supply a Ravana. Well, how will you supply a Ravana? Well, we shall see, we shall find out a person. They found a man, he is a confectioner, he is a big body, big belly, a big moustache, long hair, big eyes. He was frying jalebi. some pride thinks he is sleeping. He is a cook. He was cooking. Then they went to him. His name is Budhui. Hey, Budhui, you will have to be Ravana. My goodness, I have no issue. I am illiterate. My job is to fry these things. I cannot be a Ravana. But no. We shall make you Ravana. You look good, like a billion demon. We shall put you some makeup, and we shall dress you, and you carry a big mace, and go on the stage, and only nod your head and say, I am Ravana. Only that sentence you can speak. You will not have to use long lines. But he agreed. Then he was on the stage. Then Nal, Neel, Sugriva, some Rama's monkeys are attacking him. I am Ravana. He was attacking them. So all ran away. At last Hanuman came, the Mahavir, the great hero. Mahavir said, who are you? Well, I am Ravana. You, the rogue, you kidnapped our mother Sita, we shall kill you right now. He jumped on Ravana. Ravana cried out, Mahavirji, I am not real Ravana, I am Budhui Haluikar, I am the cook. Hey, these people made me Ravana, please don't hit me. He, out of here, he jumped from the stage in the audience. And the whole show was spoiled, gone. So the Swami says, I am the Atman, but when we are hit, we say, I am Mr. So and Mr. So and so. Very funny story. You know, in 1950s, Vedanta Press, I think, it came for ledger. What Vedanta means to me, a book came. This book came as articles in the Vedanta and the West magazine, published in Hollywood in 1950s. And Swami Vidyatmananda was the editor. We are very close. He's a very wonderful Swami. We are good friends. He died a few years ago. He was in Paris for many years. Previously he was in London. So what happened, he asked the famous people in this country, Aldous Huxley, Isha Road, John Van Druten, Gerald Hodge, Dorothy Mercer, Countess of Sandwich, all famous top people, those who are connected with Vedanta, ask them, write an article what Vedanta means to me. So this is the book came out. It is so interesting. Yesterday, 2 days also, I read this book previously also. I was watching that how Westerners took Vedanta and what Vedanta meant to them. Only 1 or 2 passages I shall read to you. I think it is John L. wrote. Vedanta does not take away from anything. It helps you to get home. It helps you to understand yourself and other people and the way the world works. And it certainly gives assistance in comprehending Jesus and early pure Christianity. Gerald Hodge wrote, Vedantic literature seems to be satisfactory. The threefold statement that man's nature is divine, that it is the aim of man's life here on earth to unfold the divine nature within him, and that this basic truth is universal, that is, that every religion that has inspired mankind has been trying to state these facts. In short, Vedanta offers that system of thought and way of life for which increasingly men have been looking a universal religion in which could be combined all men and goodwill. Universal religion. That is Gerard. It's a famous English writer and speaker. Isha wrote in a very nice way. I disliked, he was talking about his upbringing, that Puritan upbringing in England and the churches. I dislike their stiff Sunday clothes and grave Sunday faces, their sickly humility, their lack of humor, their special tone when speaking of God, and their selfish prayers for rain, health, and national victory in war. He wrote very, he mentioned about Swamiji, why he loved Swamiji. Vivekananda appealed to me as the perfect anti-Puritan hero, the enemy of Sanjay religion, the destroyer of Sanjay gloom, the shocker of prudes, the breaker of traditions, the outrager of conventions, the comedian who taught the deepest truths in idiotic jokes and frightful puns. That humor had its place in religion, that it could actually be a mode of spiritual self-expressions was a revelation to me. For, like every small boy of Puritan upbringing, I had always longed to laugh out loud and make improper noises in church. I did not know then that humor has also had its exponents in the Christian tradition. He wrote in his own way. He's a novelist, you know. John Van Druten, Vedanta. Its all-embracingness and its assertion, and all religions are paths, some more and some less direct, in the same end. It knows, too, that whether they recognize the fact or not, everyone in the world is pointed to the same goal. Huxley also wrote, I shall read, I was leaving Swami Chetanananda, who was a monk, he was Dutch, he was in America. He met Swamiji, and he was the main person in Shanti Ashrama in Northern California. So when he was traveling in India, one of the, with ochre cloth, seeing the white man with the ochre cloth, a Hindu monk, a Christian missionary challenged him, that why did you leave Christian religion? He answered in a very nice way. Jesus' thoughts have been understood better than they are understood by the majority of the preachers of the West. He was talking about Vedanta. Here these truths have been carried into practice for ages, long before Jesus appeared on earth. Jesus was an Easterner. He spoke in the language of the East. He was a sannyasin, monk. He walked in the footsteps marked out by the ancient Hindu scripture. Jesus was a sage, a son of God. And in this land of sages, of avatars, his words are understood, not only in the letter, but also in the spirit. Anyhow, he also gave a good answer to the missionary, that after becoming a Hindu monk, I understood Christ better than you people. Anyhow, I just gave you some talk about Vedanta and how I think about this Vedantic religion. Atma me shuddhantam jyotiraham virajabi papma bhuyasam. Antaratma me shuddhantam jyotiraham virajabi papma bhuyasam. Paramatma me shuddhantam jyotiraham virajami papma bhuyasam. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May my body become pure. May I be free from impurities and ignorance. May I realize myself as the light divine. May my mind become pure. May I be free from impurities and ignorance. May I realize myself as the light divine. May my soul become pure. May I be free from impurities and ignorance. May I realize myself as the light divine. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto all. Jai Ma. Next Sunday, Swami Chetanananda will speak in inspiring relationship between Swami Vivekananda and his brother disciples. All right, thank you. I'm glad my throat was okay.